Hello, it's Coy, and welcome to the Eclectic Cottage. Thanks for joining me today. Actually, it's tonight. What time is it? Maybe around 10:30 p.m. And I have just stepped into the art room to make sure to catch up my little gratitude journaling for the night. I did start it, this really cute little vintage card. So cute. And this just says, spent the morning finishing up the Thanksgiving checklist with Angie. It's my oldest daughter. We have 16 people coming, and we are having it early this year, so we can have all the kids there. I'm going to finish writing this. Yeah. We're having it on Sunday, so it's several days early. Make sure that, that everyone can be there. And then on Thanksgiving Day, everybody will be at their own houses. I'll probably be in Lafayette with my youngest daughter and grandchildren, although they are going to be here on Sunday. So we'll have 2 Thanksgivings. Anyway, it's a big deal. It's only 16 people, but it's still 16 people. And I'll finish that up. And I've also been working on a little bit of Christmas. Just getting a little start here. And I did a lot of printing. Printing takes a lot of time, and cutting off the white edges of things. So I've done some printing pockets and such. I have to finish cutting this stuff out, and I've done a little fussy cutting. Still have a lot more to do when it comes to that. Most of this is pretty traditional colors, like red and greens and traditional kind of Christmas colors. So that's a big project. And I've started putting together some pages, because that's going to come from, I did some of my cutting at the shop last night, and I thought about making these little, I was just thinking when we were little, my mom would make these, out of our Christmas cards the year before. We would make these little ornaments. It would have glitter around the edges. It would have a string hanging out of the center, and I guess Christmas cards are stiffer than this, but they were always so cute hanging on our tree. So maybe I might make a few of those. But I've been putting together some pages to use in my signatures. I don't think I have enough, but I have something to get started with. I'm using some gorgeous colored paper that's printed on both sides. So let's take a look. Let's just take a look and see what we do have. And then I can fill in the blanks. I think I'm going to maybe start with 5 2-signature journals. So that would mean I need 10 signatures. And this is just pages that are red and green out of a children's, I don't know, like a children's little encyclopedia kind of book. And it really has nothing to do with Christmas. I just love I love that it's red and green. It's Christmas colors. So I'm going to use one of those in every signature. And then just, the random pages the colors that I always use. My background pages. I keep a little file on my iPad of background pages that I use. And then this is Fairfax and York, I think, with all these gorgeous Christmas papers. Aren't they pretty? So I'm going to use a little bit of that. All right. So 10 signatures for 5 journals. Let's see if I have 10 of these. 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so I'm going to use one of those in every signature. And I'm probably going to go with 8 to 10 pages per signature. And 2. The Florentine, aren't the Florentines like one is just more gorgeous than the other? So Florentine papers, I want to have 1 in each signature. And then there's some more traditional papers like that, like these. That'll be a second pile. And then there's a pile of just my regular backgrounds. Okay. So that'll be 3 different ones. So let's make a pile of these. These, I'm going to say, are the traditional. Other. I'm going to consider these Florentines. All right, so there'll be like 3 of this kind of thing in there. Okay, Florentine. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my gosh, the colors are so rich. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Florentine. Other. Pretty. Again, I think Fairfax and York is where I got these on Etsy. And more traditional. Other. Okay, I'm going to put this on pause and go ahead and separate these out. Okay, I've set up my stacks of 10. And I've also pulled out a few extra pages to put in there, just regular. This is a little bit of music paper. It's vintage. Not antique or anything, but it's nice vintage. This one's Jingle Bells. Perfect for Christmas. And then I think there's some Oriental and some French pages. I'm not sure. When I say Oriental, I don't know how to read that, so I don't know. Is it Chinese? Is it, something? It's something Asian. I don't know if it's Vietnamese, if it's Chinese, if it's Japanese. How would I know? It wasn't until I became a junk journaler that I even thought about wishing that I knew other languages. But I kind of do. All right. So this is from a French. I do know this is French. I do know that this is not French. I thought this was French. What happened to the French? Where's the French? What was this book that I took apart? Great French Tales. Oh. So it's not French. It's French Tales of Fantasy. Fantasy, I tell you. Okay, I grabbed it. I thought it was like a French dictionary or something. I like the little holes in the paper. Okay, so 10 of those. It'll be a little different size page to have in there. I don't like all of the papers to be the same. It is a junk journal, for goodness sakes. Let's add some junk. It might be nice to try and add an envelope. Maybe I will look for an envelope to add to every signature. I just had so many of those beautiful Florentine papers that I didn't want to leave anything out, but I don't want to overstuff the signatures either, so. Okay, and I'm not even sure that I remember asking all of you how you are today. Everybody doing okay? Everybody, probably the calm before the storm. If anybody's having Thanksgiving festivities going on, you're probably either in full swing of getting prepared or just on the cusp of stepping into getting prepared. It's a lot of work. When you're having, we're having 16 people. It's only 16 people, but still, it's 16 people. And there's a lot of thought involved. Angie's setting up for the kids the night before. Everybody's coming the night before. So I think we have, let's see, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 kids. So I think she's setting up like a jewelry making table in her office, and there'll be some crafting going on to keep the kids occupied. That'll be fun. I thought about bringing some junk journaling activities, but I don't think, unfortunately, that we're going to be together long enough to, try to cram too many crafts into the situation. But I'm going to go to Lafayette for a few days afterwards and have Thanksgiving again, so maybe I'll bring some things for my grandchildren and possibly their friends to do that have to do with junk journaling. All right, well, I'd be interested to know what's going on your desk. What are you thinking of the most when it comes to crafting this time of year? I am going to do these, at least these 5 Christmas journals, and I want to be ready next year before the holiday season, so I don't, because it started with Halloween, and then it was Dia de los Muertos, and it was Thanksgiving, and then just regular fall. All those things happening all at once was a little bit overwhelming, because this time of year is also a great time for craft, for art walks and craft fairs and that type of thing. And the kids, my kids at the shop with the art gallery, have a lot of events. We have a lot of vendor events. So you want to have things ready for that. So I'd like to have that stuff ready early next year. Okay, so this will give us 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pages. Okay, it'll give us 12 pages per signature. That's a lot, but okay. That way I didn't have to leave anything out. All right, so let's do this. How are we going to do this? I have a limited workspace. I may have to fold some of these larger pages up along the way. That's okay. We'll get to that when we get to it. Okay, the green ones and the red ones. The Asian. All right, so again, you know, the way that I've been doing these little mass productions for the craft fairs is to make my journals similar, not the same, but similar. Okay, and all right, let's start here. All right, we're gonna get a 1 page of everything for 10 different signatures. Two, I'm not gonna make you sit through the whole thing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, let me go ahead and collate these, get them together, and I will be right back. Okay, and I'm back. And for those of you that take a look at people doing videos and think, oh my God, they get everything done so fast. We don't. Okay, I was on pause and it took quite a while to get my beautiful 10 signatures together. I'm really happy with them. I am thinking though that they are so similar that I may just do 10 different signatures, you know, for the second signature, so they're not so much the same. So I will have 20 signatures, 20 signatures, which would give me 10 2-signature journals. Okay, so this is what they look like. And they're not all going to be identical, but they're going to be similar. Here, let's take a look at one and see how we did. And if we need to move things around. So I'll have to go through and take a look. Like I would like the page. Most everything that I printed double-sided was non-directional. And this isn't really, but I would like to have the, you know, I'm putting it the way that I like it. So I would like to be able to read the text this way. And this is good. This is good. These are going to get either folded up or probably folded up with a little pocket at the bottom because they are, you can see how much taller they are than everything else. That and I think, what is this, a music page? Yeah. Okay. All right, and my little short page in there. And the only other thing I might add an envelope to each signature as well. So there's a music page. There's this French page. Yeah, I like the little holes at the top. That's cute. That. And this is just from a holiday cookbook. this. And then the signature, I made sure that the center of the signature was a double-sided printed sheet. And there you have it, the start of a very Merry Christmas. Okay, I think it's after midnight. I think I'm going to call it a wrap and get some shut-eye. And I will say goodbye to you guys from now, for now. I hope everyone's being real crafty and, getting some things done or living life. If you don't have time to craft, live your life. Balance. It's all about balance, right? All right, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.